Power Governor of Rivers State, Governor Simi Fubara, actually inaugurates and yes, the remaining local government chairman into office today. After the yesterday incident of the secretariat burning, he has actually set up a committee to investigate that issue properly. Anyway, listen to the highlight from this one. Please don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts below.
Let me congratulate you first for making it into the Rivers State Government Executive Council. I know a lot of people are wondering, why are we still in the process of bringing in commissioners? But our case is different. We want to be sure at this point who we're adding into the council, so that we will not wake up one morning and see resignation letter. After a normal political period, there used to be what we call balancing. So I can also say that the new commissioners that are coming in from their zones to also balance the political equations. Coming into the Executive Council is not because we're using it to balance, and the only balance you're coming to give to us here is for your LGA. We want you to balance the state, work for the state, realizing that your responsibility at this point is to the state and not your local government anymore. But we're happy to have you, and we believe that you're going to contribute to the success of this administration. I said it yesterday night. What should be the most important thing about Rivers State today should be to support the progress of this country. We're in a situation where the funds that is being generated from oil production is not sufficient to carry out the problems, to tackle the challenges of Nigeria. And every hands are on deck to make sure that there is increase in production. Our focus here, not minding the distraction, will not be different. You all have to work with us to make sure that we curb this issue of oil theft and pipeline vandalization. This is the only way the allocation will increase, and more will also come to our state, and more progress will also be achieved in this state. We're doing a lot for the good people of Rivers State, but because of this drama here, drama there, a lot of people don't even know what we're doing. We're also working towards a day before the end of this month to showcase to the world few of the things that we've achieved that touches the life of people in Rivers State. So I want to thank every one of you for your support, more especially before, during, and after the election. I appreciate your doggedness, your belief in our cause to salvage the state, to protect the integrity of this state. As your leader, the one steering the ship, I assure you I will not mislead any one of you. I still stand on the path of peace. We had cases of arson in some local government areas. When I was inaugurating the chairman here, I did mention that I had intelligence that there was plot to cause mayhem in some LGAs. I said it before it happened. I knew because they were unhappy, they would go extra miles to create disaffection in the mind and heart of the good people of Rivers State. But I appreciate your calmness. I've always maintained we are going to be the greatest loser. We need to go with peace. I won't encourage any one of you to follow them with violence. No. We're carrying a basket of egg in our head. Precious egg, not just anyhow egg. So we need to follow them with carefulness and, in fact, wisdom. So let me thank every one of you. Let me also use this to thank the good people of Rivers State for their support and to assure them that we will continue to defend. I want to also let the state know that what has happened after the election, we are not going to allow it to go uninvestigated. It has happened before, and after some weeks, some of our supporters were declared wanted to turn the story around. But this time around, I strongly believe with the support and cooperation of the Nigerian police, the director of DSS, we will unravel those behind the arson and make sure that they account for the atrocity.
No sim, no network. No sim, no network. I mean no sim, no network. I want to preach to people about the one God sent man to Rivers people. His name is Gov'ship.
On the 5th of October, about 4 days ago, we had an election in this state. Before the election, we also had from a lot of quarters songs of war, threats, but we never took it serious because we believe a local government election is the prerogative of the state government. It has nothing to do with anybody, anywhere that is outside the confinement of our state. And for that reason, we believed strongly that whatever it is, we could manage it to produce the purpose of that election. But it became very unfortunate that after the election, even while the election was going on, several things happened, which we managed, thinking it was going to end there. The day after the election, there was also more threat from people. And we also thought it was just a normal threat, believing that it was not going to be out of hand. But it's really unfortunate that on Monday, yesterday, that we recorded one of the things that happened between 2014, before 2015 in this state. When courts were being bombed, when people's houses were being dynamited, when murder and assassination was the order of the day, that led to even the closure of courts. We can't fold our hands as a government and allow it to occur again or repeat itself in this state. So I've decided to take this action to find out the immediate and remote causes of this. And most importantly, no matter the personality involved, we must bring them to book. So this assignment is a very, very important assignment. It's an assignment that if it is not done rightly, will give this enemy of the state opportunity to continue. And if we get it right, it's going to be the end of further destruction of public property in the state. I know it's going to be very taxing. I can assure you there will be threats, but you have to be strong. You have to be strong. God didn't make any mistake to bring you at this time. I keep saying it. It's for a purpose. And history will not forget this responsibility that you're carrying out today. Let me, for the purpose of the record, outline your terms of reference. 1, determine the underlying cause of the violence and identify the individual or group responsible for the attack on some local government council headquarters and the harm caused to citizens. Evaluate the extent of damage to properties, infrastructures, and human lives, and estimate the financial losses incurred. 3, examine whether the violence was politically motivated, or if so, identify the key players and their roles in instigating the violence. Assess the effectiveness of the security agencies' response to the violence and identify areas for improvement. 5, investigate the actions of individuals and groups involved in the violence in the face of the relevant laws, including the Violence Against Person Prohibition Act of 2015. Advise on adequate compensation and support for victims and other families and their families, as well as measures to prevent further occurrence. 7, make recommendation on long-term to prevent similar incidents in the future, including recommendation for policy reform, community engagement, and conflict resolution mechanisms. 8, recommend appropriate sanction for individuals, no matter highly placed, and group found culpable. Make other relevant recommendations in light of its finding, which the Commission may consider appropriate. Let me, on behalf of the government and the good people of the River State, officially inaugurate you and wish you well. I know it's not going to be easy, but please, brace up and do this for your dear state.